Hey, what's up, everybody? Terry White here, and I've got a story to tell. It's actually a photography story. One of my friends held an event. Someone took pictures and then just basically handed him all the pictures from directly from the camera, like from the memory card. They were even the RAWs. I'm like, oh my God, they gave you the RAWs? Anyway, things we just don't do as professional photographers, but whatever. They gave him the RAWs, and he looked at them and he said, well, all the images are yellow. And they were all the ones that were taken inside are like yellowish. And I immediately knew right away that that's probably a white balance issue. And if the person just handed them the images out of the camera, that means that they didn't have any processing done to them at all. So he said, oh my God, I don't know how to fix these. And it's over 800. Is there a way to fix these in batch or whatever? And I said, don't worry, I got you. Plus I'll be able to use this as content. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I have multiple choices of applications to use to do this because this is going to be a simple fix. I could have done it in Lightroom Classic, which is where I live most of the time, but then that would either mean A, creating a separate catalog for this task, or B, adding them and then deleting them later because I don't want these photos. These aren't my photos. I'm just going to fix them and then hand them off and then delete them from my drive. I don't need them anymore. So then I remember, wait, Lightroom has that cool new local tab. This is perfect for that feature because it doesn't import anything, doesn't sync anything, lets you edit, lets you use all the features of Lightroom to edit, and then you can export or share the images out as JPEGs or whatever you want, and then Lightroom doesn't care about them anymore. You delete the folder, whatever you want. They'll just remain wherever they are on your drive. So let's go ahead and do that. I've launched Lightroom Desktop, and as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, there's the Cloud tab, and there's the Local tab now. So I'm just going to go to Local, and these images are on my desktop. They're in a folder called EVH. So here they are. Here are all the yellow. Some are out of focus, but here are all the images from the event, and this is what he was really having an issue with. So if we were to click on, let's click on, I don't know, any one of these photos, and here, we'll go into this one. Because my friend's in this photo. Okay, so we're to click on this photo, and I could see right away that obviously it's got a very warm tone to it. So actually, I want to do two things to this photo. I want to fix the white balance, and then I want to apply the adaptive color profile to it, kind of because some of these are a little darker, it'll brighten it up. So over here in color, there's a white balance eyedropper. When I click the white balance eyedropper and bring it over, I can then highlight or click wherever I want to set the white balance point. So this wall probably is white. I'm going to guess it's not that beige. When I click, boom, there's the instant fix, and that's what I was looking for. So last but not least, I'm going to do adaptive color, and that will apply the adaptive color to it. I'm going to turn it down just a bit, right about there. And then last but not least, just for safety measures, because this person might have shot it on a high ISO as well, if I remember correctly. Now, I could do the AI denoise, but it doesn't even require that for these photos because they're not that bad. I'm just going to crank up the manual denoise. All right, so now I've done three things to this one photo, and I want to apply it to all the rest. So down here at the very bottom, there's copy, edit, settings. So I'm just going to click it. And by the way, here, let me go back. If you want to go into the gear, you can go in and specify what features it's going to copy. So for example, I didn't do any removing. I could turn that off. I did do adaptive color profile. I didn't do high dynamic range. I may have adjusted light, but you leave on the things you want and turn off the things you don't want. So then we'll copy that. Now we'll go back to the grid. That one photo's been adjusted. I could select all, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to select a bunch here. But if I were going to do them all, I would just simply hit Command A. Here, let's do this. Let's jump out of this. Let's select these. And then we'll select all of those, and then we'll turn that one off because we know we already did that one. Okay, so great. Whether it's 30, 300, 3,000, 3,800, how many ever photos it is, now all I have to do is hit Paste. Now, this will take a little extra time because it's got to paste in the adaptive color profile settings, and that's what it's doing right now. But just walk away for 5 minutes and come back, and all 800 would be done. And there they are. So I just did a quick batch real fast. If I selected all and did it and just waited for it, walked away, it would all be done as well. So I did 23 photos here. They're still local on the drive. And now what I would do is I would say, okay, here are your 24 photos. And then I would just hit share. and export out a JPEG. So I would, because he doesn't need the RAWs. He's going to just post them on social, so forth and so on, maybe even get prints. So I'd probably give him a large JPEG, the full size, and then I would pick a folder where those are going to go. So maybe in that same folder, in a new folder called Edit JPEGs, whatever you want to call that folder. Here, let's do it properly. JPEGs. There we go. And we'll create, and now we'll export those out. And now I would have a folder of JPEGs to share with him, to send him. I can even send him a gallery if I were to import these, but I'm not going to import them. I'm just going to send him the images that he asked for to be edited, and away we go. So helping a friend out, doing it quickly and easily, didn't have to import anything, went straight to the local tab in Lightroom, was able to use all the features in Lightroom to do it, batch process, do one, copy, paste to all the rest, and then share. That's my story for today. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.